Hey guys, Luke C here with TFBTV Showtime. Welcome back to GunCon 2025. I'm here with my friend Steven from Kinetic Development Group. And last year we talked a bit about your guys' scar accessories, a lot of things that solve some problems for the scar.
And the Strybog, we're always looking at
and the Strybog.
And fix solutions or find solutions to problems that exist, right? And come at it from a different perspective, right? And we have a stigma in this industry where people think that this is how it's been done, so this is how it'll always be.
Right.
And we try and come at it from a different mindset, like, why not this way? Why not challenge the status quo? Why not try something that is supposed to not work? You never know what you're gonna find.
Yeah, good example of that. One of my favorite, gun accessories of the last couple of years has been the Garmin Xero Pro C1, or however it's said. Great chronograph, nice form factor, terrible tripod, in my opinion.
Easy to knock over. I can't tell me countless times during testing we knocked it over. We're like, yeah, we're on something here because this is gonna make sense.
Yeah, so your kind of product drive, it looks like for this year has been more of like this kind of stuff, more accessories that help us out the range when we're trying to do other things. So let's talk through what we've got right here.
So this orange piece here is our optics hub, and it's been out on the market since about 2018. But we like to talk about it because we didn't promote it really well out of the gate, so we're revitalizing it. But essentially, it's an aluminum housing that you can put your spotting scope in. That gives you the ability to not only have an aluminum shell that protects it, but now you have M-LOK all the way around. And as you know, there's many components that can go around it that is central to your spotter. So I can put my Kestrel here to see you got the Garmin mount over there. Now we also put your red dot up there. So what that does, and people question, why do you have a red dot up here? Well, I can tether this and zero this to my spotting scope. So if I'm hunting or if I'm in a crowd, glassing a crowd, I see something, I want to drop that dot on and I can drop down. There's no secondary acquisition. So there's less loss, there's more time saved, which in certain scenarios, that's critical.
Yeah, I mean, spotters in particular are in need of this because a lot of times say for like you're instructing or something like that, a lot of times they're on the line watching 3-4 shooters and making those tiny little adjustments every time on a 40, 50 magnification scope, you bump that thing and off target suddenly.
Gotta go back and find it. This makes it an easier process.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about these QD mounts here. Now, the optics one is one you guys have had for a while, and I keep getting asked by people who have seen it. They're like, there's no way that returns to zero.
Yeah. So if you don't believe me and you buy it and it doesn't return to zero for you, we will give you 100% refund.
That's a great policy.
Why not? Like, I know that it's been tested. We've had friends in this industry that have said bullshit to myself, and I said, here, take one, test it, go ahead. And they're like, wow, that actually does. And it's simple. There's secondary safeties built in, so it can't, bump off during use. And the lungs in here, I'll give you a sneak peek. We're coming out with a Mark II. So lugs will be machined in now. We're going to use less components, simplify it, and
so it's going to be integrated into the mount itself.
Yep, and so there's going to be some new heights coming out with it, and we're looking to expand the line further. Maybe some other things that aren't just optics. So little snippet, right? And so simple, roll it on just that fast. But we feel like it's a great mount, and if there's any questions that anyone has, they can always reach out to us. Tim is our customer service representative, and he is on it. And sometimes I annoy him with how fast I want him to respond because I want our customers to feel like they are valued, because they are, right? Like, their opinion matters. We learn the most from them. They support us, so we need to support them.
Well, I've got a quick one. So with this QD system, other QD systems have a little bit of adjustability into them to accommodate for different pick rail sizes. Is that something that's featured here too?
Yeah, so there's, on this system, the way that it's designed is it goes according to the mil spec standard. It is open as far as it possibly can, as far as the tolerance is allowed. So if you get a rail that is bought off Amazon and it's junk, okay, it may not fit. And if that's the case, we'll gladly do a refund for you. Again, want you to be happy. Hey, I bought this, it doesn't fit my rail. Cool, no problem, send it back. Well, here's a shipping label. We're not even gonna make you pay for shipping. So click it on, click it off. But it is open all the way up as far as you can maximize on that tolerance. So.
Cool. Now let's go back to the chronograph. This mount, what are you guys calling this one again?
So this is our Garmin Xero Mount.
So just a Xero mount.
Just Xero Mount, right? Now, and there is not really.
I think it's back.
No, you got one of the wedges undone. Right?
There we go.
So the wedges lock back, which is one of the main features that we have. So these lock in the open and ready position, and then they press when they're up against the rail. So you don't have to hold this. That was the intent. Is you don't have to hold these and then try and push it on. The idea is to be able to have, and let's see if we can do it in front of the camera. I can't see what I'm doing, but click it into place, right? And so now you can take it on, off, do it with one hand because some scenarios you don't have two hands to do that.
Right.
And no one else has, to my knowledge, no one else has a M-LOK mount. Now, one of the added benefits that we realized during this process is, yeah, cool, it's an M-LOK QD mount and I can move it from rifle to rifle, but the benefit is now if you're running ARCA, which is a lot of the cases for guys that are in the PRS industry because they want to shoot from a tripod, guess what? Now your entire rail is free underneath. So if you have to move that bipod for a station or if you want bags underneath, you're not muckied up by this, having it there, because I have found out that some of these guys will actually run their Garmin during a match.
Really?
Yep. I literally was just outside during GunCon and he's like, yeah, I run it during matches. Not frequently, but it does happen.
That's interesting. Like just taking your velocities as you're competing.
Yeah, I was like, that's strange, but okay. Like we believe
He's
you.
getting all the data.
He wants all the data. You know, data makes the world go round.
That's true. Well, especially for PRS shooters, you know, like I think you and I can look at this and like say like, well, man, like I wouldn't do that, but I mean, there's someone out there who's probably winning trophy money who is that for them that this is a what like a $80 accessory or something like that.
So retail is $100.
$100, okay.
Yeah. It's $99.99.
$99
easy enough to say $100, right?
So that really, like, I think this adds a lot to the Garmin Xero because it's just, I think it's been one of the most innovative products.
Absolutely.
And Garmin, you know, to their credit, they really haven't had to put any marketing behind it. It's all been you and me, like guys like us who are just like, wow, this thing's amazing. They
designed what I think is a phenomenal product. I think it's the simplicity of it, the data that it gives you. You can export that information and take it and use it. Like it's given to you in a creative, into a clean format. So it's great.
Yeah, and in a way to where you're not forced to just shoot prone or off of a table.
Correct.
This, you know, you can shoulder your rifle and use this.
So one of the benefits that I'd also like to point out is, as you said earlier, is the Garmin, as we all know, comes with a tripod. Well, we actually wound up leaving that 1/4 thread in here. So if you don't want to, or like, hey, I got to put it on a pistol, but I'm not leaving it on a bench because I want to chrono my pistol for some reason.
Yeah.
You still have the 1/4 thread on the bottom, so you still get to use the factory tripod.
Awesome. And then like everything else you make, anodization.
Yep,
right?
all
like,
anodized. Yep.
All anodized parts, mostly steel, I believe, steel and aluminum.
So the body and the base are aluminum, and then our wedges are steel.
The wedges are steel. Cool. And then real quick, before we go, price point and availability on the optics hub, your QD mounts, and of course the Xero mount.
So the Xero, as we said, about $100. And then the spotting scope, we actually did a price reduction. We wanted to be more competitive in this space, and we were able, through volume, to be able to adjust the pricing. And we actually brought the price down to $169, so it's extremely affordable for considering what this is and where it goes. And we have now five SKUs, and as far as color patterns, so as you see here, you get the bright hunter orange, you have a sniper gray, you have an NIR black, an NIR FDE, and my favorite is the OD green.
Yeah, that would be my favorite too. Like
it is the coolest color. We found that out when we did our relaunch on this. We found out that
the first SKU to disappear.
That was out of the box. It was gone. We're like, oh, we need to.
That's good information to know when you guys do your third gen or whatever.
Yeah, don't tempt it because it's coming. And then as far as Sidelock goes, Sidelock will range anywhere from about 107 all the way up to like our LPVO mounts, which range all the way up to 269 off the top of my head. But I will say this, hopefully in September, if all goes according to plan, we will be launching a Mark II version of Sidelock, which will give you a lot more modularity. If you can even fathom that.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to take an already fairly like, hey, let's just move it and put it on this gun product, you know, like I don't know, I don't even know what you'd call it. It's just like a really neat QD system.
Legos for guns. Man.
Legos for guns, there we go.
Be careful, I think someone got in trouble for this, so we better be careful on that.
Yeah, can you, Duplo?
I'm not
Duplo
sure.
blocks. That might be a little bit of an insult, but Stephen, thank you for showing us all your products. I mean, you always come to GunCon every year, and you guys, I think maybe you don't get as much attention as like maybe some of the mainline firearms companies do, but you do a lot of work with, you know, a very interesting firearm like, you know, the SCAR, and of course, like, you know, a couple PDWs. And now, of course, like my favorite chronograph ever until the next best thing comes out. But thank you for showing us the products. I mean, it's been great talking to you, Stephen. Yeah.
Thank you.
And guys, stay tuned for more from GunCon 2025 here at TFBTV and TFBTV Showtime.